Hi, Tamal. Welcome to the Business Standard Banking Show. Paytm is making all the news, and your column as well has talked about the Paytm Payment Services Bank and the crisis. Why don't you bring us up to speed as to what exactly has gone wrong at Paytm and why?
Well, I don't think I'm capable of adding too much to it. What Reserve Bank of India said is the persistent violation of RBI norms. So it's pretty scant respect for the RBI norm. That's what they said. Multiple issues about the group companies, because Paytm, the entire group, if you look at this, there is OCL, which is the listed entity, and then there are innumerable group companies, associate companies, and subsidiaries, and of course the overwhelming presence of the Paytm brand. So there were issues about right from probably the exchange of data, which is the banks should not share with anybody else, to other part related party transactions, etc. But most importantly, it's the KYC violation. That's what happened is this, there are two kinds of KYC for an account for any account has. One is the soft touch KYC kind of thing, and one is very hardcore KYC. Now, when you have not followed the KYC norm in a perfect way, then yes, the transaction can happen, but there's a limit to the transaction. Okay. In this case, what happened is this: even those, and which is lakhs and lakhs of KYC, where it's all the rules are not followed, but the amount of transactions runs into 100 and 1,000 times more than it is permitted. And there, the needle of suspicion is this: there could be money laundering issue as well, which is why even beyond Reserve Bank of India, now we are talking about, or the market is talking about, the role of the investigative agencies.
Now, one other thing that is on minds of a lot of people, that what next for Paytm in all this crisis? How do you see us progressing from here?
No, there are two parts of it. What's in store for the Paytm Payments Bank, and what's in store for the consumers. Now, as far as Paytm Payments Bank is concerned, I am afraid to say that, and it's not a listed entity, right? It's an unlisted entity. I am afraid to say that I don't think it has any future. Because if you look at the RBI action, and under particularly what segment, 35A section of Banking Regulation Act. So typically, Reserve Bank of India exercises this option when there is no other option available for the regulator. This is the last option. And the time given to Paytm, like up to 29th February for all the activities, and ultimately by 15 March, everything needs to be closed. So it's as good as a moratorium, and then I would like to believe the next logical step will be supersession of the board, and probably, again, I can't vouch for it, the entity will go for liquidation. Now, does that mean that consumers will have a problem? That's a separate story altogether, because as you know, Paytm does not have too much of money. It's 3,285 crore depositors' money as on 31st March 2023. That's the last available number. It could be a little more, maybe 4,000 odd crore, etc. So this money is already covered by DICGC, like any bank happens. Up to 5 lakh, your money is recovered, your money is covered. And here is far more, people are keeping money, much less money. So the people, merchants, everybody else, whoever has kept money with Paytm, their money is absolutely safe. As far as the consumer concerned, this is that what are the consumer? One kind of consumers are the depositors. Depositors' money is absolutely safe, and nobody keeps money because they are not allowed to keep money, much money in at a payments bank. And then there are the merchants, where all these POS machines are there. So those guys, and who use the Paytm UPI, and the Paytm app, all kind of things. So though they will be, which you have seen that many banks have expressed their wish to take over all those Paytm customers, provided they quote unquote, they said, if we have the RBI blessings. So it's up to Reserve Bank of India how it wants to do that.
So Tamal, in fact, that was going to be my next question, that what do you think is ahead for the customers? Any word of advice that you'd like to give to the customers? Also, because we are still awaiting RBI FAQs to come in this matter.
Look, Paytm is a great story as far as payment service is concerned in India. In fact, much before anybody else, I have seen in Kashmir's on Dal Lake, a boat where it was used Paytm QR code, and we did pay. I remember, I think 2018 probably, much before the COVID, we did pay through the Paytm app. So it's a great story. But is it a disruptive thing? I mean, is it a systemic crisis? Can it happen? Or financial sector instability? Can it happen because of if the Paytm bank goes for liquidation? I think Paytm, the brand, is the overpowering presence. As far as the payment bank is concerned, if you see its numbers, it's not something which is a juggernaut and which will create a lot of problems for the financial system. Nothing going to happen. And Reserve Bank of India, I am absolutely sure, we make the FAQ, as you waiting, and when you probably telecast it, put it on the YouTube, it's already been out. So we will see a smooth transition. So what again is going to happen? The POS machine that the merchant acquisitions, what they have done, and that's the value Paytm brings to the table. This merchant acquisition, which are the thing which is 7 lakh point of sales customers. Okay, then what happened is the 8 million FASTags. So this has to be changed. I mean, somebody else needs to, another entity will take over this from the Paytm bank. That's the story. So customers will have nothing to do. But Paytm is synonymous. Like, Xerox is for photocopier. Paytm is for payment system here. And you remember the Paytm app, Paytm Karo. So it's transferring money between you and me is Paytm Karo. That's the thing. So
definitely
that's the
strong brand, and yes, it has a very overpowering presence, and that's why, of course, this is a developing story, and the days to come will reveal the future of Paytm to us, and also for the customers as well. You've given us a good word that need not worry. So on that note, thank you so much, Tamal, for joining us today and sharing us your thoughts.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.
I am the blue of the limitless sky. I am the inspiration that led success soar high. I will achieve, I will fly high. I am the I in SBI.
I'm backed by the nation's trusted bank, SBI, the banker to every Indian.